What is the most awkward moment you've ever had? I dated a girl for 3 years in college and lived with her for 2 of those years. Her father had never liked me and never really talked to me. I was a year older and after graduating stayed behind a year to live with her while we figured out our future. The week of her college graduation, her extended family was in town to celebrate. They had 2 fancy dinner reservations 2 nights in a row. Work prevented me from going the first night, which I was invited to, and the second night I hadn't been invited. My GF called her aunt who had made the reservations and was told it was an oversight and of course I could come. The night of the dinner, my GF's mom and dad show up to pick her up and I walk out with her and we get in the car. Her parents were obviously whispering very quickly with each other as I walked to the car. Then say, so you're coming? We only had reservations for a set number. My GF explains how the aunt added 1 to the reservation and we get in the car and start driving. My GF had brought along some picture albums to show from a trip and they were too big for the back seat where we were, so we stopped a ways down the road and I got out and put them in the trunk. As I'm out of the car, I see that the father is talking very fast to my GF and her mom. I get back in and the father starts driving super slow. Finally, he stops at a stop sign and puts the car in park and turns around and looks at me. He says, "My name? This is a family dinner. You aren't family. You weren't supposed to be invited." I sit there in silence for what seems like forever, but was probably 15 seconds. I say, should I get out of the car? He says yes. I get out and he speeds off and I walk home. Edit. To finish the story, they never made it to dinner. My GF stuck up for me and her father hit her. He said she had to break up with me or he'd never speak to her again. And he was the kind of guy to follow through on that sort of thing. He had already cut ties with most of his family for stupid reasons. The next day she graduated from college, came home, and broke up with me. Oh, and it wasn't very far that I had to walk back, maybe a mile. Edit 2. Crazy front page. Anyways, I've read about every post, and I see a few questions asked over and over. Everyone in the story is white. Sorry, no minorities, no cultural influence. Her dad is just a deck. Yes, it is real story. No, I didn't make anything up, or leave anything out to make myself look better. The father had made her promise not to date anyone and to focus on her studies, so he hated me before he met me, and that was pretty evident from the moment I met him. The conversation that happened in the car very well may have been the most he'd spoken or looked at me since I started dating his daughter. He literally wouldn't give me the time of day. His wife was just a shell of a human being. She couldn't think or act without asking him and basically just parrot whatever he said. It was actually really sad. We kept in touch for a couple years after. We are still Facebook friends, but have not talked in a couple years. I'm happily in love with an amazing girl who I've been dating for over 2 years, and am very glad things have worked out the way they did. I wish I had done something incredible or noble, or just facking something. When all the shit went down, but it happened so fast, and was just a kick in the nuts that I just numb and shell-shocked by the entire thing. I walked home,